Hello earthlings, you're watching Point of View with Avinash Nidsale. After the first successful episode on my YouTube channel, I am back with the second episode. This time, my point of view is on why we should adopt indie dogs.
Point of view with avinash nidsale.
Dogs, yes, that's right, the most favorite pets for humans. Cats will always be the second because I'm a dog person. Humans and dog bonding goes back thousands of years, as dogs belong to the wolf family.
What does the fox say?
Hey, I was talking about the wolf, not the fox. We adopted or bought dogs for various reasons: to guard our homes, as companions, to help us at work, and even as a status symbol. Common psychology behind choosing a pet dog. We all like certain breeds, as we are attracted to certain qualities about them. We like the height and grandeur of the Great Danes and the face of pugs. We like the playfulness and the shiny coat of retrievers, the face of pugs, the cuteness of beagles, and the face of pugs. And then there is this. The choice of a pet dog is a very personal thing. I mean, you can't force people to buy a certain breed of dog unless you are a breeder, then you can brainwash people. Why people commonly don't choose to adopt an indie dog? The top reasons would be indie dogs don't look as big, furry, or even fancy like the exotic breeds. I mean, if you want a big furry thing, buy a soft toy. Why a dog?
That's right, baby.
The second reason would be the common hatred or the fear that public share for the indie dogs, which are mostly strays. There are numerous incidents of these stray dogs attacking humans and even kids. No dog attacks without provocation. There are more cases of humans attacking dogs than dogs attacking humans. Dogs won't attack until it's provoked or if it's seriously ill. Let's look at the characteristic of an indie dog. Commonly called the Indian pariah dog, they're extremely active, alert, and a social dog. They are very intelligent and are immune to a lot of diseases, and they come with less of health issues. Except when they're strays, they're either injured or infected due to territorial wars or neglect. These dogs are easily trainable too, and they have a moderate temperament. A perfect candidate for a good family dog. Whoa, a long list of advantages, more than the tantrums these exotic breeds would throw. On the other hand, the exotic breeds need a lot of extra care. They are very sensitive to food, allergies, and climate. The temperament of these dogs depend on particular breed. Some breeds even need a lot of extra grooming. So you need to shell out a lot of money and time to take care of these breeds.
That's right, baby.
People here in India buy breeds such as the St. Bernards and the Huskies, which are native to this place, and they are made to suffer in this tropical climate. Many people even abandon dogs when they can't handle it. They buy naturally aggressive breeds such as the Dobermans and the Rottweilers. These breeds need a lot of socializing at a very early age. Naturally, they get aggressive when they are raised in the wrong way, so they are known to attack strangers and even the owners. Finally, the owners abandon these dogs, ill-treat them, which is the most painful thing to see. I am not against adopting an exotic breed, but I am against the idea of buying a dog rather than adopting them or even ill-treating them. Because every time we buy a dog from a breeder which benefits only them, one homeless, stray or abandoned dog loses its chance to find new home. I have a small story to share with you earthlings. It's about me and my pet dog Ranga. From childhood, I always wanted to own a pet dog, especially the most costliest and the fanciest breed. I had a particular affinity to the Great Dane, but my mom wouldn't let me allow to own a pet dog because she didn't like dogs at all. I tried to convince her so many times, but she said no. But just 2 years ago, a strange thing happened in my life. A stray pup followed me near my place. He was about 2 to 3 months old and he looked hungry. So I thought I'll feed him, and I fed him a pack of biscuit and asked him to leave. But this guy came back after 6 months, a little grown up. I could see he was injured in his leg. So I decided to give him a first aid and feed him again. So this guy this time didn't leave. He decided to stay right in front of my place. For the next 2 months, I casually fed him and took care of him. I could see my mom feeding him a couple of times. This guy was very active, intelligent and playful. I kind of fell in love with him. So one fine day, I decided to adopt him. I told my mom. For the first time in life, she said yes. For the next couple of weeks, it was like a circus, teaching the stray dog the home ways. I could see my dog-hating mom taking care of him more than me. It was almost like he chose our family more than we chose him. It made more sense adopting a dog more than buying one.
That's right, baby.
Coming to the main point of view on why should we adopt indie dogs more. I'll tell you with a comparison. On one side we have indie dogs and the other side we have the exotic breeds. Food wise, you can feed indie dogs any kind of food like common foods like rice, meat, milk, etc. The exotic breeds, barring a few dogs, you have to feed them high quality diet like pedigree or royal canin, etc., which is high on money. Temperament wise, indie dogs are very active, intelligent and are social dogs. Whereas exotic breeds, the temperament and character depends upon the particular breed. Health wise, indie dogs are resistant to most of the common diseases and they are generally healthy. Whereas the exotic breeds are very sensitive and they have inherent health issues like hip dysplasias and obesity. Indie dogs love you unconditionally, whereas the exotic breeds also love you unconditionally. It costs you absolutely nothing to adopt an indie dog. However, to buy an exotic breed, it costs you anywhere between 2,000 rupees to 2 crore depending on how fancy, rare and popular you want your dog to be. After this comparison, we got to know that despite being the most easiest dog to pet, indie breeds are rarely adopted in India. So guys, please open up your hearts. Adopt and don't shop. It's not about how cute, fancy or popular our dog is. It's all about how much we can love our dog and they can be a part of our family.
That's right, baby.
These indie dogs, which are commonly strays, are right in front of our homes and in our streets. Don't ill-treat them. Adopt them and give them a life. Lastly, I want to thank all the dog lovers who adopt stray dogs and treat other dogs equally as well. May the woof woof be with you.